Welcome back to The Last of Us Remastered. So yeah, we're finishing the winter arc in this part.
I can do this.
Yes, we can do this. And we found a medical kit.
What could possibly go wrong?
So yeah, during this part with Ellie, we don't, at least at the beginning, we don't have any guns for obvious reasons. So we have to rely on stealth kills with our knife to survive for now. Let's see if we can hopefully find something.
Easier said than done. But hey, at least it's just Dave.
So yeah,
for us.
Actually it's David and his men. So...
Oh snap. He was quick to get them.
You're about to hear her, hold on.
What? The girl. She's infected and she got out.
This is bad, David.
I need you to round up everyone who isn't armed and get them clear out of here.
Come on, I'll take the kids from shelter. Oh, fuck.
There you go.
You know, if she's infected, why even bother trying to kill her? Just clear out of town.
Well, it's obviously, Jova, there's more to it than what David said.
Of course.
At this point, it's a personal thing. He wants to kill Ellie himself, so...
Yeah. Wouldn't it be a shame if his whole gang ends up dead because of this eventually?
Yeah, it's interesting. Especially considering one of his mooks is played by Sam Riegel, as you'll see in a bit.
No one's asking how she's just now infected.
Well, the thing is, Jova, they don't really know much about the disease, I'm guessing. Not just that, if they see a mark, that means they assume she's infected because they're not aware of her immunity.
Well, to be fair, I think part of it is David BS, and I'm like, even he has said that Mark's been there too long.
Yeah. Okay. Fortunately, while it is true that the snow makes it a bit hard to see, it also works for them. It's also harder for them to see us because of the snowstorm. So it's actually easier to stealth in these conditions. Unfortunately, one of them noticed how we jumped over that guy, so now we had to run. Fortunately, the snow makes it so that they shoot even worse than before. Fuck. There we go.
Yeah.
Also, Belle.
Look at the bright side. At least they're not zombies. Although in some cases that could be considered worse. So,
There we go.
Hello.
It's either kill or be killed.
Jova, please.
Alright.
That is basically the fun song, though.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh! How nice of you to grab us instead of just shooting us. Much appreciated.
Quite lucky of us, actually.
Fortunately, he has bullets on him, so we got them. There we go. Alright, let's see... Oh, I spotted two guys there.
Basically, looks like 4.
Basically, we have to try our best to get somewhere where they can see us. Maybe inside one of these buildings.
Or maybe inside a... Oh, it's not a cardboard box. Never mind. It's a wooden one. It won't work.
I think it's now. Hold on.
We're about to get jumped, aren't we?
No, not that. Hold on. I think this is where we hear... Wasn't it? I think maybe it was in the previous playthrough that I did before this one.
Is this where we hopped out in the first place?
No. Let's see, this is an arcade room. So it's different.
Oh, it is. Oh, change. It could use some. Hey, you have a dollar you can lend me?
Bye.
Never mind, you can have the ATM.
Where do we go?
It's okay. I can just bandage my arm, and there you go.
Yeah, but now we're out
Oh,
of
not fine.
medical. Now we're out of medical supplies. We only have one bottle, and we have an empty gun.
We can use the empty gun to club the enemies.
Yeah, that involves getting close up to them, though.
Yeah.
Sneak up on them from behind.
Well, for that we already have the knife for that though, which is much more
Or if
efficient.
the knife breaks or something.
That's okay. Just remember, Ellie's knife doesn't break.
Ah, okay. So it's
Made
not
out of
it's not it's not Legend of the Last of Us Breath of the Wild.
Well, it's not so much that, Joe. But remember, the knives that Joel uses, he makes it himself out of glass, so obviously they would break eventually. But Ellie's knife is a natural proper knife. So.
Legend of Ellie.
And there you go. We found an opening. There we go.
Too easy. Oh no, it's David's office, isn't it?
Let's see. Ooh, a brick. But I already have a. I'll keep the bottle. I'll keep the bottle. Well, should be fine in here, right? Nobody saw me come in here.
It seems warm, cozy. So yeah, I'm guessing this is David's quarters.
This is like the lodge from The Shining.
Oh yeah, sure. David gets the fancy headquarters. Or do his poor boots?
Well, he is played by Nolan North.
Yeah, this place is too, I mean, well kept to be unoccupied.
Well, that depends, Shiroi. This is clearly, from the looks of things, this clearly looks like a restaurant. So
No, I know that, but I mean,
Again,
it's
the best looking
compared
place in
to
this town.
yeah, compared to everything else, it isn't in too much of a shambles. It could be worse.
all right, let's get. Oh,
Oh crap!
Oh shit!
How did you do it?
There's nothing in there though.
We're gonna do this Nemesis style, aren't we?
Or pinstripe style.
there you go. You just blocked the door, and there you go. Boss battle.
All right.
Okay, so here's how.
Hopefully we can see
Okay.
through.
Okay, so
Hopefully we can see through solid walls.
well, technically we're hearing him through there.
Yeah,
Anyway,
but basically, thanks to her hearing, she can see through the walls.
Anyway, okay, since David took our gun, so the only weapon we have against him is the knife. So basically what we have to do, we have to sneak up behind him and see if we can stab him.
Well, meanwhile, he's setting the house on fire.
And
To try and draw us out.
he's basically gone nuts at this point.
Well, we got you.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so suddenly there's ammo in there.
David is the magical
A machete!
Oh.
Oh, goody. He wants to do an old-fashioned sword fight now, don't ya?
Okay, so basically, obviously you have to take advantage
Unfortunately,
of...
all we got was a shoulder wound, so luckily for him, that won't link
There we
out
go.
as much.
So yeah, this boss battle, as you can see, is all about stealth. Make sure he doesn't see you, and if he does see you, run the fuck away.
Yeah.
Wow, a Sony product talking about a rabbit running. Here comes Pete. No, wait, Peter Rabbit.
When we are in need, we shall provide.
Let's check how the kitchen is. That seems fine
Is there
enough.
something good and not human cooked?
Fortunately, there's a medical kit there, so we got it. Alright, let's see. Where are you? Ah, there he is.
Can we bash his head against the steaming cook area?
No.
Oh.
If you can slam his head in the oven or
I
something.
don't think Ellie's strong enough for that, Wibbs.
Oh, you never know. If enough
otherwise-
adrenaline,
otherwise
she might
this-
be able to.
Otherwise, this risk turning into the end of Kingsman 2.
Well, to be fair, I mean, there is also, like, you know, if there's one thing I do like about the Hitman games, it's the level of choice they give you to carry out the deeds.
Sneak, sneak.
Where are you?
And then the gods got bored of it and drew Ellie with a massive cannon on her head and blew everything up.
Interesting. You know, maybe
One thing you can do is do what I just did there. Notice how I used those glass to make noise to attract him here. I can also try to use the noise to attract him to a specific place and then go around back and try to... Let's see, where did he go?
Oh, crud.
Come on, David.
Come
Where are
on,
you?
Nate, come out and play.
To quote Nolan North in the
Where
behind the
did
scenes
you
video,
go?
it could not be Drake. It had to be a different voice.
Wouldn't that
There
be
he is.
something that... Otherwise it would be a pretty grim ending to the Uncharted series.
I know, right?
There he is.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna try and hide behind this door. There we go.
Let's see if you're
Pretty
adrenaline will fit you
resilient to all these
now.
stab wounds, man.
At this point, he's just gone complete nutso. Anyway, they've...
Oh, is that the first one with a shoulder wound? I mean,
They've-
shoulder wounds definitely hurt, but they... Basically, with shoulder wounds, it's like, well, they're not hanging so that, you know, blood doesn't leak out of them as quickly.
Anyway, they've knocked each other out for a bit, so this is a
Now we're back with Joel.
So write the cue to check on Joel and how he's doing.
He's gonna deal with the rest of the game.
Thanks to his expert interrogation skills, he managed to figure out where Ellie is.
And by
He's a
expert interrogation
freak.
skill, we mean he used the Jack Bauer interrogation technique.
Well, well, hey, if it works.
It just works.
Efficiency over style, Dwibs.
I see.
Hello?
On mobile phones.
But Dwibs, we're in a post-apocalyptic world where phones don't work.
Damn it, Joby ruined the immersion.
Well, to be fair, Dwibs, he already did that in the previous part, when doing the
Joby
interrogation
Hexion, the
scene.
immersion wrecker.
Alright.
Could be like Victorian. We could be watching a show or playing a game set in Victorian times.
To be fair, Dweebs,
Joby's
you've
Ace
had
Attorney music
plenty...
starts playing.
To be fair, Dweebs, you've had plenty of background noise to break the immersion as well.
How about now?
Yes, especially in Time and Eternity.
Okay, this is actually one of
any
the...
immersion to break there.
This is one of those many secret rooms you can use a shift to unlock, and it has some neat little stuff for you to do. First, let's make another one. There we go. And get back the gun. So yeah, we have a note. The smoke bomb's upgraded. Now you can make smoke bombs that last 20 seconds longer. There we go.
Goody, then that'll make the victims suffer even longer.
There we go.
Joel's now. He's the Joker now.
Now we got more ammo for our rifle. Let's use it, since this is a really good rifle
Actually,
to
that
use.
makes me wonder. Hugh Jackman playing the Joker. I mean, hey.
I'll take him over Jared Leto.
I
Well,
mean,
apparently
hey.
there's rumor going around that apparently Kim Phoenix is going to be the Joker at some point.
Huh, that could be interesting. Although, again, though, if Pan showed us anything, Hugh Jackman could play the Joker.
Maybe after Flashpoint reboots the whole thing.
Yeah.
Implying we get Flashpoint.
Well, they announced the directors, didn't they?
I'm pretty sure we're getting Flashpoint.
I mean,
Well, Pedro, they've had like 16 different directors for that film.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Dweebs. They finally settled on directors and they've gotten production going. In fact, aren't Lord and Miller doing that?
No. The guys directing Flashpoint are two of the guys who wrote Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Oh, yeah. That's good. That's good. Flash is Spider-Man enough like.
Unfortunately, they also wrote the reboot of Vacation.
Never heard of it, don't care. I liked Homecoming, so I'll give them a shot.
Well, they weren't the only writers as well, though.
Well, so then maybe they weren't the reason for it being bad.
Oh, speaking of movies, remember when I said that David Goyer was going to direct that Masters of the Universe movie?
Masters of the Universe. Oh yeah, the He-Man movie.
He's not now.
Thank fucking God.
Whatever. I mean, honestly, yeah, he's a better writer than he is a director.
Debatable.
That's actually quite sad, though. I mean, I can
he's
imagine.
written some good stuff, but has he ever directed anything that's turned out good?
Blade Trinity. No.
I mean, again, David Goyer's a good writer. You know, he's also a comic book writer, and he has written quite a few good superhero films. And I think it's easy to tell at this point that David Ayer was more the problem than Goyer was, especially since stuff like that returns in Justice League. So, if Goyer's a writer, I'm fine, especially better if he has a
Damn you,
team.
asshole.
Just don't put him behind the camera.
There you go.
You missed him.
How could you miss?
I'm
You had a
old.
point-blank shot.
I'm old and I'm wounded. Okay, give me a break.
It's exactly like that Monty Python sketch. How could you miss?
I panicked.
Uh-oh.
He moved. Shut
You
up!
know,
Go
guys,
practice.
I love how that guy just decided to run right around the corner. Like, maybe not your smartest move, guy.
As a mook being stupid, I've never seen that happen in any work
See,
of fiction.
only the the AIs are allowed to be smart.
All right. Look, it's the same bell that we heard as Ellie. That's your cue. That you're in the right path.
Almost there.
Hey, everybody, I'm on my way. And I cannot remember the lyrics beyond that, I'll admit.
And everybody, I'm on my way. And something of enjoying something. I forgot.
I literally only remember, hey, everybody, I'm on my way, and then I just remember
I
how
remember
the rhythm
snippets
goes.
of it, but I know it's not in the right order.
Ah, poor Brother Bear. I mean, that movie is not the worst, but people treat it like
It
the
suffered
worst
from.
because...
It suffered greatly from the terrible usage of Phil Collins songs.
Yeah. It had other problems in that.
Oh look!
but
Oh look! A sad moment between the two. Are we actually going to have them discuss this and stuff? No, we're going to have.
sad song!
We're going to have Phil Collins literally go every way I turn, I hurt someone. There's no way out.
We get the Disney emo anthem bit.
Well, I'll be honest. Yes, the songs are way overused. But to be honest, if that was going to happen, I'd rather have Phil Collins than what's his name,
Bryan Adams.
Brian Adams.
Brian Adams. Yeah.
Honestly,
I
Again-
think they might have. I think they might have done it because we know what happened. We've seen the whole movie. We don't need it explained again.
Also, to be fair, Libs, I don't really care if it's Brian Adams or Phil Collins. It's still annoying.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's still horribly overused.
Don't worry, Dwibs. The Canadian, as South Park said, the Canadian government has apologized for Bryan Adams on several occasions.
I wonder what the British government had to apologise for.
Crazy Frog.
Yeah, definitely Crazy Frog. That thing was annoying. Even see, here's the thing. I lived through the people going through that phase, and I never understood. I never understood. I was the first
Crazy
one to claim.
Frog ruined a perfectly good song.
Ugh.
What were you thinking? Seriously, what was the mindset of UK making Crazy Frog popular?
Can we make something more annoying than Piers Morgan?
I guess.
Then
I
there was
don't
that-
want to hear about Piers Morgan.
Who's Piers Morgan?
An asshole.
Which is
Hold
funny,
on,
Joe,
guys.
because he was in America for a bit at one point. But
There you
then
go.
he left.
Hold on. Here, we found the place where they
Hello.
took Ellie's backpack when they captured her. So we can.
Oh, good. We need her backpack.
So yeah, now we're actually in David's headquarters. So yeah, here's the headpack.
It's a backpack loaded up.
No,
That means that
notice the keychain on that looks like a kitty.
Yes, it's a backpack loaded up with things that Nick has too. Anything
And a
that you
note.
may need,
Meat
it's got
ledger.
inside for you.
Let's see.
Yeah, I was gonna make a Dora the Explorer.
Ooh, a list of meat weights.
By the way,
should be
Shurai,
nice.
have you seen the comics?
Jova. All right, you're probably wondering what is up with that list. There you go.
Oh, Christ.
Ooh.
People for later meals, maybe.
You know what's one thing that's funny? Recently, Chris Jericho in the WWE has added this really funny gimmick where every time someone even slightly pisses him off, he adds them to like his list of people to attack in the future.
There we go. We found the cottage, or restaurant rather. Sorry.
Or what's left of it.
Loading.
How fitting that these cannibals took a presidency in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Irony. Anyway.
Okay, Ellie, just wake up before the other guy and... Oh, no.
They actually both wake up at the same time. Surprising.
Oh.
It's like they're linked together by fate.
Actually, she does technically get up first. Oh, there's a machete. So yeah,
He's gonna grab her.
He's gonna grab her foot.
let's
Jump
He's gonna
scare,
grab her
come
foot, but
on.
then she cuts off his hand.
let's go.
Joel jumps in, frightens her, and she accidentally stabs Joel.
Ah, crap, I gotta heal you again.
Ow!
I knew you had it.
Or he could do that.
You know, it's okay to give up. Ain't no shame in it.
Actually, there is.
Must.
I'd rather not be somebody
Reach.
else's dinner.
Or it's not. Just not your style, is it?
You know, I could have just
Oh boy, dude, you have no idea what's coming for you.
pulled you away or something.
You think you know me?
Da, da, da,
Yeah.
da, 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 da.
Must. Reach. Yes.
Oh, that
Yeah, exactly. Cut off his hand. Ellie, calm down.
Ellie?
Ellie, calm down. You're soaking the camera in his blood.
Look. It's me.
He tried to.
Oh, baby girl. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh.
It's okay.
Well,
Maybe we should go before this place burns down.
well, the guy's face has now been reduced to spaghetti.
Shiroi, did you notice what he called her?
Yeah,
Well,
baby girl.
baby girl.
Baby girl. What? Who else did he call it that? His daughter.
Yeah,
His child.
his daughter, yeah.
The arc is complete. Ellie has officially become his new daughter.
Sort of.
Well, he thinks of her as a daughter now. That's at least-
Spring.
There you go. The spring season, the final season of Last of Us, and the shortest one as well.
Dear.
Oh dear. Get it? Oh dear.
You're so clever, Dwibs.
No.
Oh, Salt Lake City.
Look,
I made that joke a couple of parts ago.
this is where we get off.
I thought I did.
Let's go, kiddo.
All right. And you also
I think
notice,
it's gonna
and you
be
also notice
smooth
that,
sailing from here.
and you also notice that by this point,
Feel that breeze?
Joel no longer is
Like this,
keeping his hand on
on the
his
porch.
chest, so his wound is completely healed by this point.
Yeah, once we're done with this whole
Okay, Pedro.
I'll teach you how to play guitar.
Hotwire one of the cars and
Oh,
drive to the destination.
Troy's. Oh, isn't that cute? Troy Baker's gonna try and teach his little girl how to play guitar, just
Yeah,
like in
here you
Bioshock
go.
Infinite.
Oh. Yeah, sure. That sounds.
Pedro, can you hotwire one of the cars?
No, they're most
Oh
likely
yeah,
not
is
running.
he gonna
those.
finally sing for her?
They're probably out of gas.
Well, Shiroi, it wouldn't be fun if I spoiled it for you now, would it? You'll have
I
to wait
also
and see.
remember we saw in the trailer for Last of Us 2 that Ellie plays the guitar too.
True, so he did at the
No.
very least tell her how to do it in between games at least. So,
Yeah.
This
So what's the
reminds
time
me-
gap? What's the time gap?
probably like 5 years around there. I mean, Ellie clearly looks like she's like 18 in the trailer. Forgive us. Forgive us for what? You'll have to use your imagination.
Forgive us for
Yes,
Forgive
Ribs?
us for. Oh no, I got it. This is the House of the Executives who decided a brilliant idea to rush development of Enter the Dragonfly.
Or, Dwibs, this is a Sony game. You gotta think more. These are the Sony people who were tasked.
Also, this is Naughty Dog, remember?
Dwibs, these are the
How
Sony
about,
people who were... These were the Sony people who were tasked with keeping Sony stuff from getting
You're
hacked
fine
and leaked.
tonight.
They did such a bang-up
yeah.
job, didn't they?
Go on, tell me about it.
She had a dream last night.
So, I'm on this big plane full of people, and everyone is screaming and yelling because the plane's going down. So I walk to the cockpit, open the door, there's no pilot. I try to use the controls, but I obviously have no clue how to fly a plane. And right before we crash, I wake up. I've never been on a plane. Isn't that weird?
Maybe you'll get to ride them in the sequel.
Highly doubtful, Joel.
Who knows? Who knows?
Anyway, let's
It's
keep going.
possible. There's military areas.
So yeah, now that it's spring, look at that. All the trees, all the green.
How nice and wonderful.
Nothing could possibly go south at this point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it won't.
Smooth sailing from here on.
Unless we're heading south by the judgment of the compass.
I have no reason.
Look
to
at that,
complain.
Stanley Import Export Company. So Stanley Kubrick is an import export in this universe.
Of course.
And there's the bus with the kids
It reminds
from
me.
recess.
It reminds me of. Hold on.
Another abandoned quarantine zone.
Yeah, it reminds me of one of the running gags from Seinfeld.
Quarantine zone. That means there's probably gonna be zombies.
It reminds me of one of my favorite. It reminds me of one of my favorite running gags from Seinfeld, where George Costanza would come up with this fictional character called Art Vandelay. Okay, I'm Art. Okay, I need to come up with a different identity. Okay, who are you then? I'm Art Vandelay. Art Vandelay. Who is he? He's an import. An import, no export. Okay, he's an import export. Okay. And he creates all this fake thing because he doesn't like his own persona, so he comes up with his fake persona called Art Vandelay. So, it's good. All right.
Nice.
So, see you for the next part, everybody, where we continue to explore Stanley's import-export factory, I guess. So,
All right.
see you then.
Alright, then see you.
See ya.